Hello and welcome back to Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. Now I know it has been a couple of weeks, it actually has been nearly 2 weeks since the last video, because we did have a bit going on in life and all. I just want to make sure that that is working. We've got barley going in, so I have skipped, I have skipped the faff of worrying about what's going into this field, and I've decided to just put the barley in, get it sorted. It is September, perfect opportunity for it, at which time we can roll when it's done, really. So now that the sun is shining, it is a gorgeous, absolutely stunning September, I think we can head back over to the other Massey and crack on with the long grain rice harvest. So we'll pop open the top there. Now I know it says it is GPS ready. We are going to do it ourselves. I feel the rice is something we want to do ourselves as much as we can. We get that nice chopped straw. I suppose it is like a straw, a fibre if you will, maybe a rice fibre, whatever the excess rubbish is, goes back onto the field and makes it fertilized, which is wonderful, at least an application's worth. And then we can go over it with, don't know, maybe we can put oilseed radish in into this field. I don't know if we can in the paddy. I reckon maybe we could. Anyways, we will see. But we do have the harvest ahead. Anyways, yes, it has been a couple of weeks away. I appreciate your support in the interim. I know there's been no long form videos, no Riverbend Springs, no stories. Even over on the old cheeky TikTok there, nothing. Because it's just been mental, absolute mental. Life has taken a turn and flipped up, round, side down, whichever direction is the wrong way, and dealing with it all. So one day at a time. But today we are back with some Farming Simulator 25, and in my sort of absence of recording, I also haven't been paying much mind to mod releases and such like that. I haven't really had the opportunity to do so. Here, you know what, let's go this way. Actually, I think would be the best. Yeah, because we can kind of get, yeah, it's a bit of a funny field, isn't it? So, but it is ours, and it is a rice field, so that's nice. Okay, we're off. Yeah, so we're back, and so as far as mods go, I know that over the holiday period, Giants don't really do much in terms of popping mods out, but there have been many updates from what I've kind of caught up with rather briefly, as far as mods coming out. I will be completely honest, I do like Riverbend Springs. I'm enjoying the way we've sort of made this map our own with the rice and all that. Well, don't worry about that rice, we'll go back for it. Why is it so bloody bumpy? It's like, yeah, it's weird. Can I adjust? I can't adjust the header height, because I feel like the header is catching just a touch. Can lift it fully, but yeah, I think there's a mod for that, more likely than not. Anyways, I do like this map, and I said I wanted to crack on with it for a while. However, I will be honest that I really miss my Court Farm series. That series made me so happy to record and to publish, and I just really love that series so much. So I am very excited for some sort of English map again, and I know that Calmsden is in the works, and I have played a plethora of hours on good old Calmsden Farm, but can't even bloody say it now. Calmsden Farm. Calmsden. Right, but a beautiful map. Very tempted to give that a go in FS25. What are your thoughts? Because there are so many maps coming out. I think that would be a really good option just because it is. I have never had it as a series. I know it's an old map. I know it's a recreating of a map, but think of how much better it's going to be. That map was amazing. I love that map so much. And I never did record an episode. I had started. I actually had about, I think, 2 or 3 episodes record. I don't remember what happened why I switched to a different map. I can't remember what happened, but I was going to do a Calmsden series many moons ago. I think it might have been one of the first series. I can't remember why I didn't. Anyways, it does not matter now. What matters is that it is being released for FS25. So that is where that may be an option, because I could also apply sort of some of my more hardcore, realistic sort of, not rule set, but, you know, way of playing to that series. I think it would be very perfect series for that. Now, I know Calmsden does have bigger fields, and I'm more of a small field. That's why Court was so great, because it had smaller fields. It did have bigger as well, but with Calmsden we do have a fairly large space, if I remember it all correctly, of what you start with. But we'll see. That map's coming out. I know there are other maps, and a plethora of maps that are going to be released in the next little while, I imagine. Once Giants is back from their holiday, I reckon they will really start looking at all the mods put out, and all the private mods that are being released as well. Or rather, not private, but through different forms, you know, official sort of first party forms of the modders themselves, Discord servers and all that kind of thing. Anyways, right, well, that's pretty much the catch-up, I suppose. Life goes on, as it always does. There's always ups, there's always downs. Sometimes the downs don't stop for a long time before you start going back up again, and that's part of life as well. So, one day at a time, one grain of rice at a time. That's a lot of bloody grains of rice. I wonder how many grains of rice are in a litre of rice. I suppose I could do the maths on that myself. But think of a litre of rice. That's a lot of bloody grains of rice. So 7,000 litres. Crikey. Anyways, I have lost the plot now, so I will I will crack on with the harvest. We should get it done in a timely manner, and I reckon that the barley drilling as well is going quite well, I hope. I did check, did I not? If it was actually working here. Like, oh my bloody Nora. I've complete worst possible time to have a cheeky peek at the map. Worst possible time. Right, let's go and get our beast of a challenger. Try not to flip it down the hill, if we can help it. But yeah, I should really check the... just to ensure. Oh, I could have checked from here, right. It's only been a couple of weeks. I've forgotten how to farm. Not really. Kind of pick it up again. Oh, we're drilling something. Beautiful. Getting that barley in. Happy days. Right, now we'll tidy up the bits, which I think is a very cool... I'm just gonna let the helpers do their thing when it comes to doing stuff like that, because they will go back, I've noticed, and I'm just used to the old sort of helper system where they won't. They'll just finish and then say, well, now the rest is up to you, mate. Okay, all right. Right, here we are. Let's load up to the maybe the front a bit and then the back, because we obviously have another load. I don't know if we'll fill... Oh, we should definitely fill the trailer. Just don't know how full the trailer will be. Right. Yeah, I was just about to crack on with the time lapse as well, so that's perfect timing that, just to end this part before. But also, yeah, I might as well just crack on a bit with information. As far as like the schedule and all goes, for now, I'm hoping to have a total of 3 episodes a week for the time being. I know I initially said that I wanted to do 4, but I'd like to just do 3 as we progress through Riverbend Springs. If a new map comes out and it's something that we're very keen Like, I'm ready for it as a proper series, like get a good series out of it. This one I don't expect to go very far. It's an introduction series. I don't mind the base game maps. We've talked about this before. I do like the map itself, but I just know what the modders can put into a map, especially if it's bloody Comsden. That is just a pure, like, artwork. You know what I mean? Like the way that a mapper can make something feel just, yeah, it's really good. This is great, don't get me wrong, but it has more of an authentic atmosphere to it. Something like Comsden, Coolfarm, those kind of maps, you know. Deutschland, those kind of maps, stunning. You know, pieces of work, really. Not that this is not, but you know what I mean. Anyways, I think now is the perfect opportunity for us to crack on with the time lapse. Alright, well that has been the long grain rice harvest. We are nearly complete, not quite complete yet, but we are nearly full on the harvester. There we go. So with that, we can shut the engine down just for the time being. Yeah, good, that's all done, because we do also have a full trailer load that needs to go to the silo. And that's looking really healthy, that. Really, really good. Well done, helper. Right, we'll get that engine fired up. We do have some missed bits to collect, which I will do. I don't know if you noticed in the time-lapse, it's probably a bit more difficult to notice, but there were a couple of times where the header was so low that it got caught on the ground and stopped. It's not good, that. That's dangerous, that. Really not good. But we did persevere, of course. I just lifted the header and cracked on, and then lowered it immediately, and it worked fine. But ooh, crikey, that's a trailer. I still love this trailer though. Grand investment this is. Works better with the Massey, I'll be honest, but well, it seems to at least. Oh no, right, I haven't, yeah, because this hasn't been upgraded, that's why. Right. Okay, let's mosey to the silo. Oh no, does it hold long grain rice? It must. It must. Must it? I guess we'll find out. And happy days. Dump it on in. 22,500 litres plus another 8 plus another whatever. So call it 10,000 litres on top. Nearly 35,000 litres. Probably closer to 32, 33 of long grain rice, which is absolutely fantastic. We are going to take that to the grain mill once the barley has been harvested, of course, which it's literally being drilled now. So we won't be doing any of that for a while. Now that was why I was a bit on the fence about putting that barley in, but the long grain rice can sit sat for a while. I love that, sit sat for a while. Don't need to say that, we can just say sat or sit. but I like saying sit-sat for a while. Oh, yeah. It's been 2 weeks. Sorry, everyone. Bit of a silly monkey. But when life is rubbish, you have to be silly. Otherwise, life is just rubbish without being silly. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Right, that is pretty bang on. Wonderful. We'll let that empty out. 8,000 litres here. I reckon another couple thousand at the very least from the rest of the field, which I know is not much left, but not a bad one. Not a bad harvest for the first time with the long grain rice. Yeah, I don't know. I do like this map, but I feel like if something else does come out, sooner than later, the switch will be imminent, I reckon. I do like to give all my series a proper send-off. Sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. Sometimes they end abruptly with, things out of my control, to be honest. Which is also a bloody shame, but in the same frame, sometimes they just have to end as naturally as they can. And for this one, it really was just an intro to the new game. And so if it happens to end a bit impromptually, then it may do. But I won't just end it. I'd like to do a proper ending. Like, I'm not just going to stop randomly. We will sell everything off and sell whatever crops we have and animals and all. We're not going to just leave it, just kill it off completely, if you know what I mean. Right, we are nearly done this. I reckon my guess is probably, so we got 500. I'm still gonna say 2,000 from what's left. Could be wrong. Probably going to be a bit less, but we shall see. I'm going to do it quickly off camera, finish up this field, and dump off the rest of the long grain rice in the silo. Alright, here we are unloading the rest of the grain, well, the long grain rice. So we didn't get quite that 2,000, it was about 1,300, but I think we're still sat around 33,000 litres. So let's have a gander at that, and also see that the helper is done. The barley, oh, they missed that small. Gonna have words, must have words with them. Long grain rice, 31,845. I was saying about 32, 33, so that is grand. We could sell it right now, flip it around for a profit of £55,000. Really? No, but look at this though. Let's look at this together. Right, the price now, long grain rice, 17.15 for 1,000 litres. Very, very good price. However, we scroll all the way down to, what's the plan? Rice flour. We're going to get, what? Peak out at 3,200. That's literally double. We do pay a bit of a fee for leasing out the factory. We do pay the production costs, but they will nowhere near be as much as double what we can get in this sense. That is only step one. If we get rice flour and we get barley flour as well, regular flour, right, which is just right here, we can combine those and we can make together bread, which when we make bread is earning us £5,800 per 1,000 litres of bread. What 1,000 litres of bread looks like, I do not know, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's worth a lot of money. So I think we're going to skip the selling for 54,000, and I know we've got some money on loan. We do have some finances out there, but let's have a look. Let's have a look. So there is a different kind of, okay, so there is a bread with rice flour and a bread without, but it does make bread regardless. So it'll all be the same bread in the end when it comes to selling. So there's no rice flour bread, I don't think. Should probably check. Rice flour, rice bag, rice rolls. Where are we making these bags and rolls? 47, 44, 82. Rice, but a box of rice box. Where is that being fabricated? It must be here. Bloody hell. Right, so yeah, I think we might do this instead. we do have the barley in, but we could lease this now. Oh, there's an idea. There's an idea and a half, really. Right, we can do noodle soup. Okay, we've got so many possibilities. We do have eggs, but we need rice flour first. Right, okay, so we'll skip that. I love the idea of the rice box. So 100 of them makes 45 rice boxes. So I'm going to do a very quick maths on this and just see if that might be worth it. Right, so I have done a bit of quick maths on this. I could be way off, completely off. This is before any costs. I'm not going to even give you the number. I'm not going to say it aloud. But I think this is much more worth it. Yes, we are paying for those cycles per month. We're getting that many cycles. So that per month will make that many cycles, meaning that happens that many times in a month, I think. And then if we're paying £48 per month to do that, right, I think the progression of it, plus the actual... Oh, right, how much does the bloody thing cost? We should go and find this canning factory and just see how much it is. Oh, no, that's not. Right, to buy it is 330,000. To lease it is £900 a day, which is a month, which is reasonable. Especially if we, so that's £1,000 a day plus your costs of producing, which falls into that. So about 1,000 a day from that. If it takes, I don't know, 240, that's the maths I don't know. That's the maths I'd have to figure out. Anyways, that is where that's where we are at, rather, with that. I still like the idea of potentially doing an oilseed radish run on the paddy, but I'm going to give oilseed radish a bit of a break. Personally, I'm a bit done with it at the moment as well. Let's just get this tucked in here. Yeah, go on then. Just because we don't really need the trailer for a while. Let's check on the chickens. How the chickens doing? Chickens are fine. What did I say about this? I can't remember how much they were going to be to sell them on. Because, yeah, like I say, once we do... I'm going to do 3 episodes a week for the next little bit, just to kind of get back into the rhythm of things. And because life is still mental, I do have to move house and all that very soon as well. So that is happening within the next little while. And then beyond that, it's a bit of a mystery for me, all in limbo as it were for, life and that. So making it one day at a time is what I've been saying before. That's been helping a lot. So, yeah, that's the schedule for now. So that being said, I do want to continue this map until I'm sort of more ready for another. So what I mean by that is I'll finish this one out before I start another one and not put another one with this one at the same time, because I do want to focus on one series at a time for now. Because like Terra Life Plus is still not completely out of the question. It's just I feel like I have to relearn so much of it just to do it again, and it was a nice little taste for it. I know that a new map was released for Terra Life Plus, so that could play a part in the new, if Terra Life Plus does make a return to the channel before 25 at least. Right, we do have more rain coming. We do have to roll this, so we are faffing about. Let's look at the weather. But anyways, yeah, so we'll see what happens with all of that. Where's the weather? We have no rain until next month. What? Where? How? What? Right, anyways, we don't have... a roller, so we do have to go out and lease one. I will confirm that we don't have one in our vehicles. Anything on lease? No, just those. Okay, so this we do want to use as well, so we'll take advantage of that. We'll get that set up first, actually. The Massey... No, we'll put the Challenger on it. And we will put that on the... what did I just say? Bloody Nora. We'll put that on the cultivator, and we'll put that in the rice paddy, because we are going to need that cultivated, and if it's cultivated today, then we don't have to worry about keeping it again. We can release it if we really need it. And where have I put it now? Oh, right. There it is. Just get hooked up there. So yeah, the harvester is all ready to be maintained and washed. for another successful harvest year. Really nice. That rice harvest was a really good finale to the harvest season, because it is that's a big field. And that was a big job, especially if we get the money that I think we're going to be getting from this crop once it's turned into boxes of rice. I think that will make a massive income for the farm. So I think we're doing all right. Now, headland, yes. Let's do 5 because it can be a bit funny. Yeah, that's fine. And start. Right, thanks, love. Let you crack on with that. However you see fit. Yeah. Yep, I'll let them crack on with that. I'll go find my Massey again here, because we are going to need this for the roller. So we are going to have to lease that roller again. We do have enough money to lease it, though, which is good. I was going to check finances as well. I think we have about 30,000 on the loan left, but I can't remember. Anyways, we are going to head to the shop and pick up a roller. Alright, so I know we have a workshop at the farm, but I've just realized how not maintained our tractor is, so we really should give it a bit of love by repairing it for all the money we have. Oh no, we literally can't repair it, but we have to. And I'm going to pull a small loan, because we still have to afford the bloody roller. Oh no, and a helper, so yeah, we absolutely need to take that money out. Just a small loan, but we did want to check our finances anyways. Right, where's rollers here? Because I need one. Right, it's blue. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that to lease is going to be like too much. Okay, that's fine. Didn't have to say it like that. Let's go to finances. It's 20,000, so even better. So let's go to 5. We'll add another 5 in. We'll go and get this roller as well, so we might as well just do that quickly. I think it's about 1,300, unless I'm way off. Okay. Oof. But I feel like, is that worth it? See, that's the maths that would be worth finding out. Is it worth me to spend 23.71 on this roller to roll the field, to bring it up? I think right now its yield potential is at, I don't know, I'd have to check, to be honest, but it is fully fertilized and it just needs to be rolled. So I wonder, is that money to release this roller worth it? Do we get that money back in the crop in the end once it's harvested? I don't know. I feel like yes, in a way, because if we turn the barley to flour and then flour to bread, or even straight flour, but I think to bread would be best, we'll get that money back and then some. So yeah, I think it's worth it. If anyone's actually properly tested that sort of thing, because that's not cheap. We just paid 2,300 to lease this out. We don't own it in any capacity, except for like the hour, basically. But yeah, anyways, we're nearly back at the farm. We are going to hop straight into rolling. We do have the helper doing the cultivating. So yeah, we'll make our way here. We're nearly back, as I say. So we'll fire up a time lapse and get the barley rolled. And there we pretty much go. We've got the rolling done for the barley. And it's a good thing that I repaired the the tractor, because that would have been a very, very slow job had I not. It would have been very, very, very bad. But it's done. It's done now. We can have a look at the field and see that it is in fact fully rolled. And we're better off for it. Yeah, I forgot about that small bit there, didn't I? But it's probably fine. We'll never see it again. And rolled. It is rolled. Beautiful. So the cultivating is going on here. Let's have a look. It is cracking on very slowly, but it is a very big field. So we'll leave it at that. The roller is done with. I could go through the stubble tillage of the rice paddy and roll it for effect. Not just effect. It would give us a seed bed, which is nice. Could do that. Don't know if it's worth it. We'd have to look into the cost of the daily fee of the roller. If we do keep it for another day, because I probably wouldn't do it this month, because by the time September is done is when that will be done, which will take quite a while. Let's have a very quick look though, just to see on the daily, what are we looking at price per day cost. Where am I seeing it? 465. So am I going to invest another £500 plus the helper fee to roll that field once that's done? Could be beneficial. I don't think I'm going to put oilseed radish. I am going to fertilize it, but we could put the seed bed in. That's if we even get to that level. If we get that far with the series to fully finish another harvest, I'd like to think we could, but we shall see. Maybe I will. I'm going to just leave this over here for now. We can always return it if need be. But yeah, I think that might be a nice little thing. I would do it in October if I do. But it does show rain coming, so I don't know what that means for us as far as rolling goes, or as far as anything really, but we shall find out. I will just leave this in a less precarious position. I guess that's what that is there. Brilliant. Happy days. So yeah, we did get the rolling done, the final rolling of autumn, of the season really as well, so this is going on. I'm glad I put the 5 headlands, because yeah, these bumps are quite precarious and we can't change them. I've tried to, but I think because the rice paddy acts as an entity similar to other things where you can't alter the ground too close to them, that is why those bumps will forever be, which is a touch annoying, but at least we have a little bit of a hidden, rice paddy. It's nice and tucked away. Anyways, well, we will let the helper crack on. That's the job for them for the rest of the evening, the rest of September actually, because we are going to be moving on to October in the next episode. And what will we be doing then? Well, I guess we'll have to find out. We'll check on the animals and all. They are fine for now, but into October is when we're going to start. I mean, this will be cultivated. The grass may be ready for another cutting actually. Do some silage with that in October. Yep, definitely. And then we'll see from there. But yeah, we can just keep selling the silage if we're not going to get dairy cows for this series, because if we're doing Calmsden Farm, I'm doing dairy cows. I mean, there's a beautiful dairy cow setup there. So please do let me know your comments. Do you want to see this series on, like, specifically Riverbend Springs continue on for a long time, or would you rather see a classic like Calmsden? And I've never done a series on Calmsden, so it's a good opportunity in that regard. I do miss my English maps. I do miss the more realistic sort of gameplay style that I had. Maybe not as hardcore as Deutschland was with everything first person, but I think something like that, a bit more realistic, would be quite nice on Calmsden. So let me know, or if there's another map coming out that you know of that you would like to see a series of, comment that below, because that also helps me to experience other new maps that maybe I hadn't heard of or hadn't considered or anything like that. A number of things. But right, that does do it for the end of this one. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you for your support during this time, all the mental, all the madness of life, as it were, one day at a time. So I appreciate the support, and feel free also to hop in the Discord if you'd like. Have a cheeky chinwag there. Also, share your screenshots, things like that. But if you've enjoyed the video, cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Until the next one though, please do take care, and bye for now.